So this is going to be a little cage tour and an introduction to my rats. I'm thinking I might just keep them inside the cage right now, but we will see as the video progresses. But I just want to show you. This is the Mary Rat Manor. I do not have all the levels in it because there's a lot of stuff up there for them to play with, and I like them, you know, exploring up there, so it's really great. And I'm going to show you how little money it takes to buy toys for my girls, and my girls are quite happy, I think. So we will begin exploring now. This toy right here was not a homemade one. This one was before I was, you know, learning about the DIYing of the rat toys. They honestly bump into it more than they play with it. But there's that. There's a rubber ducky. I got the rubber duckies at the dollar store. They were in the children's bin. I mean in the baby area, so they are safe to chew on. And as you can see, we've already chewed some of it. There are bells that I literally got tonight. Christmas is coming. Today is December 22nd, so Christmas is coming. And they moved around some of the bells. I did have more bells. I used them for other stuff you're going to see in a minute. Well, hello. Hello, this is Grace. Grace, say hi. Say hi, Grace. That's Grace. And here is Tabitha. I might take them out so you guys can see them better, because you really can't see them too well through that. But and here's some toys. These are made out of cat toys. Oh, and there's Arielle. Hi, Arielle. All females. We don't want babies. So these are cat toys right here. And this was actually sold as a hair accessory, but they have fun chewing that. And then I love it. I try to collect binkies for them to use because I just think it's a little high. It's just too cute to see them chew it in there. It's kind of been chewed up. I use baby hats. These are actually infant hats that I got. That they were only, I think they were 89 cents. And they make great little cozies, so that works really well. And there's another one down here. This is when I only had Tabitha and Grace, so there are only 2 of those. But I do have other hideaways. Right here is actually one of those slipper socks. And it doesn't connect up very well to right there. It's supposed to connect up. It hasn't been. It's been giving me trouble. So right now it's just there and they can hide under it. As you can see, they're big enough that they kind of are able to climb up really without the help of that. So it's not really an issue, but they like to hide under here. So I just left it in. We have a couple of these little clip things. You can see this one's dirty, actually. I didn't realize it was dirty until now. But actually, I was giving them some baby food. I don't know which one this one was, but it was organic baby food that they ate. And I put a little on there for them to play with. Tabitha, you're just stealing the show. This box I got at Walmart. I can't remember if it was like $4 or $6. These are some old cat toys. The little things, they hold catnip. There is no catnip in them. If you see down here, you probably can't see it very well, but you will see very soon that when I open up this door, it's going to be like Rat Parade. So, I will do that in a minute so you guys can see. But rats are so affectionate. That was just Grace giving me a little licky. They're just so sweet. And here's Tabitha. She's also a big kisser. Hi, Tabby. And my newest girl down here is actually the oldest girl. And that's Arielle. I just got Arielle yesterday. But she is a sweet girl as well. Hi, Arielle. Yeah. she's still getting to know me, and they're still kind of working out what's what, but they've been getting along very well. I did introduce them in a neutral area, but they got along very well, and I ended up putting them in the cage together, and they've been in the cage for over 24 hours now and have not had any fighting or any issues because Arielle's a sweetheart. Up over here is our Christmas decorations. It is December 22nd. So we are a little Christmas-ified over here. And we have the Elmo toy right here. So you guys can see. I got this great thing at the dollar store. I'm trying to let you just see it. And it basically, they're trying to steal the show. It's hooks. And I hang up, as I take out like the old toys or I move stuff around, I use these little hooks. And I can change around the toys to make it a little more interesting for them. So that is really good. And I just realized that they took down another one of these bell things because I had another one over there. There's a new one. I mean, no, that's not a new one. That's actually an old one of their toys. Cheap one, but an old one. This right here, I love. It is a chef's hat that I got from the dollar store, and they use that as a little snuggly. And as you can see, well, Arielle wasn't it, but she got out of it. There's a little container here that they play in. They don't really sleep in that. They tend to more play in it. They kind of like to sleep. I know that everybody says they like to be up high, but they either like to sleep down here in this little wooden area or up here in the chef's hat. Once in a while, I will see them sleeping in the little infant hats, but I think they are starting to outgrow them, so. But they were 98 cents. Can't complain. Did I show you? There's the ducky with some of the stuff coming off there. In the back, you can't see it very well, but it's a little, it's like a chalkboard. It fell down because they're a little bit nutty, and they don't keep things up. Here's another one of these that they like to play with. I love giving them binkies. I try to find the cheaper ones, but they're very cute. This one, you can't really, let me see. There you go. It's Minnie Mouse. Also from the dollar store. Almost all of this, except for this, which is actually stuck in there and I can't get it out right now. That, and this box right here are not from the dollar store. And I can't remember if this, I was going to use it as a food dish originally, but I don't. I kind of put toys in there or whatever. I can't remember if I got that at Walmart or at the dollar store, but cheap. So yeah, it just goes to show that keeping rats, you can keep them in a nice cage, a fun cage. And I'm still working on this cage. I want to be very clear that you don't want to have this type of a floor because they can get bumblefoot. I am working on getting pieces to cover all of that. I have not done that yet, but I am working on getting pieces to cover that. The bottom is totally covered right now. This piece is covered. It's just this top piece here, this piece here, and that one. This, by the way, is the Merry Rat Manor. In most cases, it is sold as the Rat Manor, but for some reason, mine was sold as the Merry Rat Manor. I did not put in the top level because I like to hang things from the top here, and I think it gives them more, you know, climbing room and playing room, and just they can come up here and they can just play and have a ball. So now I'm going to open up the door, and you can see what happens anytime I open the door. This is like Rat Palooza. Yeah. Hi there. That's Grace. Woo, hi Grace. Say hello to your little friends and your fans, Gracie. Hi. Anybody else going to come visit? Nope, it looks like just Grace wants to visit right now. Hi, Grace. And Grace is giving kisses. Oh, Gracie, you're stealing the show right now. You're just stealing the show. Yes, what a sweetie. Oh, here comes Tabitha. Here comes Tabitha. Yes, Tabitha has a little bit of a red eye. It's dark, so you can't really tell, but I'm seeing it on camera, and it's not noticeable. And yes, here's Arielle, our newest, my new friend that I got yesterday. And already we're just a bunch of happy little ratties. And as you can see, oh, I'm sorry, baby. As you can see, when I open up that door, it's just Rat Palooza time. So they're really like little dogs. Really, if you live in someplace, I'm lucky I have dogs. But if you live somewhere where you can't have dogs and you want that interaction, a rat is the pet for you. They just love you. Look at, all I did was stick my finger in here, and they are like having Rat Palooza over here. It's like, you don't have to do much. They eat dog food, actually, which is pretty cool. And you can give them fruits, vegetables, little bits of meat. You can give them leftovers of your foods. They love salty foods, but you don't want to give them too many. But it is the holidays, so I'm going to give them a couple of little treats so you can see. So we're going to do some pretzels and this little treat there. Actually, stuff that people got me at work. I work at a daycare. And these are some little stuff that kids brought in for me, and it's like frosting covered stuff. But I'm going to give them a couple so you can see it's very easy. They like to eat. Gracie, you want this one? Oh, you dropped it, Gracie. You dropped it. You dropped it. All right, Tabby, you want one? Oh, Tabby got it. And lastly, hey. Yes, Arielle. Arielle, this one's for you, baby girl. Here, Arielle. That's for Arielle. And before we close out, I just want to let you know that my rats all have religious names. And that is not an accident. It is intentional. Rats have a real stigma about them as being filthy and not good pets. And as you can clearly see, they are great pets. So I wanted to give them kind of virtuous names because, it's like the rat is always the villain. They think sneaky and sly and blah, blah, blah. They're really not. So, and I'm a very religious person, so it just made sense to me to give them, I don't know what you would call it. They're Christian names, but they're like virtue names, kind of. So right here is Grace. And Grace basically means to be favored by God. It's to have God's unconditional love. And Grace is a great example of that. God has a plan for everybody, from the rats to the humans to the everybody. And Grace, that name, is a good reminder of that. Right here, my little girl who's showing you her bouquet, is Tabitha. And Tabitha actually is another word for grace, but it also means beauty. And an important thing in life is to be able to see beauty where other people don't see it. And again, that's another thing with rats. They are beautiful in their way. You just gotta let their personality shine out. And you can see that they are beautiful. They're great animals. They really are. And right over here, Arielle. I just love the sound of that name, Arielle. And it is a Hebrew name. I believe Tabitha, no, I can't remember if Tabitha is too. But Arielle is a unisex name. And I spell it Adrielle, which is, I think, the more feminine spelling. And Arielle was in the Bible, a character in the Bible that got married to, I forget the name, but one of the daughters of a biblical person. And it was originally a male name, but I am using it as a female name, and other people have been using it as a female name too. And it means followers of God. And it also means God helps. So there you have it. We have God's everlasting love and graciousness. We have God's followers. And we have God's beauty. So I just think that there can't be better names for a creature that is so misunderstood. So I'm gonna let you get a little peekaboo again. See what happens? I mean, all I have to do is open this up and it's like, hello. So, alright. Say bye-bye, Grace. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, girls. Bye-bye.